Dimble, I'll also try to find a nice corner to hide in the shadows.
Okay, so yeah, so I saw stealth. Yeah, okay. So
Luckily enough, I can see in the dark, so it's not too hard for me to keep track of that front door when they come in, or areas when they
Uh,
come in.
just for your information, I have a passive perception of 15.
okay, good to know. Okay. So I have all your stealth checks here. I can see your passives. Yeah, the
Mine's
passive
not
is
the
under the perception
best.
there, yeah.
It's this fit.
It would be on the main page
No,
under
no.
senses.
Yeah, I know where it is, yeah. So I was just checking what the rest of you have. Yeah, so basically you all kind of crouch down in your areas. You're all kind of like taking a different look. I'm assuming that Dibble and Chrisley kind of both found different areas in the tavern area, and Lopan's the one watching the kitchen for anything unusual there.
Oh, yeah.
No, I'm looking outside of the kitchen. I'm just in the kitchen, but looking outside.
Oh, okay. Okay, that makes sense, yep. So basically, as you're kind of skulking there, basically what happens is you end up hearing a crash that erupts from below the floor of the tavern. It seems strong enough to shake the entire building, and you basically see dust billowing from beneath what seems to be a cellar door in a section behind the bar.
Okay.
Let's go check it out.
I'm going to go down there quietly.
Okay, so the group of you descends down the stairs into the cellar, and what you seem to see is a large hole that has been made in the northern wall of this cellar. Casks of beer, ale, and wine lay broken on the floor. Amid the clutter, rubble, and spilled alcohol stands a female gnome wearing a dusty green leather armor and holding a yew staff and wearing a green brooch in the image of a stag's head. When she sees you, she lowers her staff at you and scowls. "Name yourselves, or feel my wrath."
I'll respond, you do the same.
Actually, I'm just going to put the frickin' thing to sleep.
Calm down, don't. There is no need. She's harmless. Can't you see?
What? Who are you? I am Yavendel. Who are you? Name yourselves.
Seeing as this is a fellow gnome, I'll speak to her in gnomish and say, we are guards of the tavern. What are you doing here?
She'll reply back in gnomish. I am with the Emerald Enclave.
Why are you invading this tavern?
She'll switch to common. I'm not invading. I'm patrolling the area on behest of the Emerald Enclave.
That... I don't know much, but in comments like, okay, if you're patrolling, why would you be patrolling in the basement?
Well, I'm obviously not patrolling the basement. I noticed that recently that there was some burrowing mammal friends of mine that have been acting strangely, and so I've been investigating. See, what happened is I followed a family of giant badgers through some tunnels and ended up here. It seems that there is a honeycomb of creature-created tunnels and abandoned mining tunnels that end right here.
So how exactly have these mammal friends of yours been acting strangely?
What mammals are you talking about?
Like I said, like these the giant badgers were acting strangely. They've been acting strangely for a little while now. They've been burrowing in places they didn't normally, and more so than expected, and I was investigating. And then I was in a tunnel. I heard a noise above me, and before I knew what was happening, I got tossed through this hole. I ended up here, crashed right through the wall. It was very upsetting, but I think I've recovered.
What tossed you?
Immediately, as you're asking that question, the floor collapses beneath her, and she tumbles into a hole screaming as she falls into darkness. The characters hear gnomish screams from the depths, deep rumbling like an earthquake, and then silence.
She's dead.
Can we see the bottom of this hole?
Do you have dark vision?
I do, yes.
So you can see about, I'm assuming you have 60 feet of dark vision?
Correct.
Yeah, so you see about 60 feet down this hole, and it seems to go further. The hole itself is actually pretty large. It seems like it's about, like almost 10 feet. It's more like it's more like 8 feet across in diameter.
I'm gonna go upstairs and see if, while we were down below, if anything has try to come through come into the main part of the establishment.
Yep, so you can basically just roll in investigation in the tower.
I have passive investigation of 15 also.
Okay. Are you going back upstairs, or are you just staying down here investigating?
Do you mean in the basement?
All right, so if you're investigating around the cellar here, the one thing you do notice is that there seems to be 200 feet worth of coiled rope in the corner of this cellar. Chrisley, you go upstairs. You kind of look around. Everything still seems calm. It doesn't seem like anything is going on upstairs at all.
I don't think it's a good idea. This hole looks deep. Who knows what we will find down there?
Well, perhaps we can use this rope that you found, tie it to something, and drop it down the hole.
Well, a lot of things are not adding up at this moment. The woman that came barreling through, dropped right through a hole. The keeper thinks it's other establishments trying to run him out. Way too many directions going on here.
The answer may lie at the bottom of this hole, if there is a bottom. Perhaps we should throw the rope down and see how far it goes.
So you're securing the rope to something in the cellar there?
Yes, and then I'll take like a heavy goblet or something, tie it to the other end, and drop it down.
All right, so there's like, chunks of wood and from the kegs and stuff like that kind of got knocked over and smashed and other things like that. So you can find like a heavy piece of wood. You tie it to the rope, and you drop it down, and the rope goes, and then you kind of hear a thud, and it seems like you have about 50 feet worth of slack left in that rope.
Huh.
Okay. Well, it seems pretty deep. Should we try to go down? This is our only lead at the moment.
Problem is, if someone does come from up above, there's no one else to stop them. We don't know if it's what's down the hole or if actual people are going to come. Realizing she forgot to ask that question.
Well, perhaps I can go down first and see what I see and report back while you stay and watch here.
Sounds good to me.
I guess I'll do that then. I will begin climbing down with the rope.
Okay. With the rope, because this is not like a smooth thing, as long as you have the rope, it doesn't seem too hard to climb down. You get the sense that, obviously if this was a more smooth tunnel, it'd probably be a lot harder, but there's lots of places to grab on and to put your feet and stuff like that. So you actually have a pretty easy time going down this thing. You proceed to the bottom, and it seems that there's a tunnel that continues to go east. With your dark vision, you see it goes at least past 60 feet from where you currently are.
Okay, I would try yelling up at the party and say, there's a tunnel down here, but no evidence of anything else. Look around first. So if I look around, what do you want me to roll? Perception?
No, so basically, if you're going to start to move a bit, it just seems like it's regular tunnel for the most part. If you get about 40 feet down that tunnel, it's within range of your dark vision now that you see that the tunnel splits and goes both north and south.
Okay. Can I look around to see if there's evidence of where the gnome would have went to? Like maybe a track or something?
Yeah. Yeah, you can roll an investigation check in the tower. Alright, so basically what you can tell is that it looks like there's all kinds of tracks here, but you can't seem to make out anything about them. They could be old, they could be new, you can't tell them apart from each other, but you get the sense that there's tracks here that maybe somebody else would be able to distinguish something from.
Okay. I guess I'll go back to the rope, climb up, and share that details with the party.
Okay, let's go down there then. See what we can find.
Chrisley, will you also join us?
If I could, that woman fell down. We need to find out what's going on with her.
But I still think that's not a good idea to go down close.
Problem is, part of us wants to go down here, and I think some of us wants to make sure nothing happens to the establishment. Well, here's the problem. Part of me does not want to go down. Part of me would go down.
How about
I know